Just make my way into your mind, just to know what you knew. Restless every time we start locking eyes. Lost control. Oh, it's paradise with honesty, but I'm in the dead of the night. Let the darkness take control. Let the darkness take control. Darkness take control. May the darkness take control. Take me in the smoke, breathe me in and let me go. Sink to your heart to find you. Open up your eyes till you're blinded by the lies, so you can see what you do. Restless every time we start locking eyes. Lost control. Oh, it's paradise with honesty, but I'm in the dead of the night. Teardrops on the floor. The pain is over. Feel the darkness take control. Let the darkness take control. Darkness take control. May the darkness take control. Take me in the smoke, breathe me in and let me go. Sink to your heart to find you. Open up your eyes till you're blinded by the lies, so you can see what you do. Restless every time we start locking eyes. Lost control. Oh, it's paradise with honesty, but I'm in the dead of the night. Teardrops on the floor. The pain is over. Feel the darkness take control. Let the darkness take control. Darkness take control. May the darkness take control. Take me in the smoke, breathe me in and let me go. Sink to your heart to find you. Open up your eyes till you're blinded by the lies, so you can see what you do. Restless every time we start locking eyes. Lost control. Oh, it's paradise with honesty, but I'm in the dead of the night. Teardrops on the floor. The pain is over. Feel the darkness take control.
Hello everyone and welcome back for another Sunday night stroll. Today we are on one of my favourite servers to visit, and this is the Minecraft Middle-earth server. I've been visiting this server on and off for quite a few years now. Every sort of like 6 months or so I like to come on and have a little rummage around and see what builds that the people on here have been making, as their project is to recreate Middle-earth here in Minecraft, and they've got an absolutely massive world that they've been working on for several years. Before we get started though, if you would like to visit this server yourself, hopefully this button works. There's links to their Discord that should be popping up in the various chats, and also if you're watching this later back on YouTube, all the links to their website, the server, their Discord, all of their stuff is all in the description over on YouTube. So we'll get started, and I just realised as well that I have not loaded the map that I was going to load up in the background. So 2 seconds. I'll tell you what, we'll actually just go to Discord. We'll find the Middle-earth thing, and there we go. We will bring that up. Oh, did I not post that? Hang on. Right, we'll leave that there. So here is the map of the world. So tonight we're going to have a little bit of explore here around Hobbiton. We'll head across to Bree, and then we'll see how it goes. We may go north, or we may head like towards Rivendell perhaps. But we'll see how it goes. I'll keep this map chucked up in the background though, so that we can just tab over to it. Now, I have turned shaders on for this just because I thought it would make a change. There is like each region you go into on here as well has its own texture pack that loads up, so it all looks like appropriate for the area that you're in. But right now we're in, as you saw there, Bag End, exploring Bilbo's house. So before we go outside, we'll have a little rummage around, because you've got like some oh, hang on, I've had to come around a complete circle here, haven't I? Head this way. You'll not be able to see, well, actually you'll be able to see like the side of it in the stream, but there's also a little sort of like guides and information that pops up in the side of the screen as we go as well. But you can see all the the custom texture pack that they've made for here as well. But we'll head on outside. I'll find where the door is. It's this way. This is the stream. It's just navigating out of Bilbo's house. I'm quite pleased that we're doing this one today, because I've had a ridiculously stressful day. So somebody left the door. See that there on the oh, actually there's one thing as well I should say. It used to be 112, but since I've last come on, they've actually now updated to 115.2, so it's not as big of a fanny on to sort of Optifine and what have you for this. But as I was saying, the stressful day I've had, I'm quite pleased just to come on and relax on the Middle-earth server. Those are people that don't close doors and gates behind them. So I head round here, we can see the bit of Hobbiton. Because I've been, because of the day I've had, I didn't have time. I wanted to try and like select some better music for the background, but you just got whatever I've got in my library playing in the background today. Let's have a little rummage around. There's lots of other houses as well that we can rummage into. But yeah, rotate. It's nice just to have like the relaxing Sunday night strolls. Did you manage to catch up on any of those videos that you were going to see if you had like 5 minutes spare through today? No, it's not that woman. If we get a chance when in a call later, I'll tell you the carry on I've had today. But suffice to say, I have not been able to get anything done or get any sleep last night. I was that stressed. But enough of that. We'll have ourselves a nice little rummage around though. I was going to get one slight task done today. If you remember my I think I told you my dash cam had broken. So any SD card that was going in, it was getting instantly destroyed. And the other day a truck cut us up. Well, nearly finished us off the other day. So I got another dash cam for my car, and I fitted that today. Typically, none of the fittings matched, so I had to strip out the a chunk of the innards of the car to to be able to get it back, to be able to take all the old cables out, put all the fresh lines in. So with the way they drive around here, we should be able to get some more of the bad driving in Scotland videos out. Oh, what's that there? Yeah. Hi. At least they've actually brought it forward though to as if from 112, because it was a bit of a fanny on, especially just typical like this morning, so I could get the screenshot for the thumbnail. I put I went and downloaded Optifine for 112, installed it, which of course wipes out any of the other ones. Like the water electricity. And then I log in, try to click on the server, and then it says, "Oh no, we're on 115 now." Yeah, it's quite nice in these shaders. This is the high one. Let's just have a quick look. So we've got options, video, shaders. Let's put the volumetric lighting on. Let's see what it looks like. Which one do you prefer? Do you want it in the high, or do you want it in these settings whilst we're walking around? What's that? She already got you a dash cam. Have you got a one that's like the rear view one as well, or is it just the forward one? See, I liked my old one. I got it in a sale, but it had Wi-Fi built into it. So everywhere I drove, I had it broadcasting an SSID, which was for my website. So everywhere I drove was a driving advert that would register on people's phones. A little rubbish in these buildings. It's a bit dark in here with the shaders, but we can always flip them on and off, I suppose, as we go. Also, whilst I'm on here, I'm always sort of looking for inspiration for a future build. Because there are some really sort of nice cottages and all the way the market stands as well. Little park area as well. Just all the custom trees that they've popped in, these little park areas. Just little things like that you could add to your own world if you take the idea and see what you can come up with. So, hello Zelda. We're just exploring Middle Earth tonight. That's after a very stressful day. We're doing something very relaxing and wandering around Middle Earth. So Bree's that way. We're not going to go to Bree yet though. We're going to there's another settlement over this hill if I remember rightly. We'll just actually we'll check the map. So where are we at? Yep, so we're here. We've crossed over from there. Where was the other town I was thinking of that we could go and visit? Oh yeah, it was Tuckborough. Yes, we're just going to go south of where we're at. Right, where is the Minecraft window? This way south, right? Yeah, this is one of my my favourite places to come and visit. I visit every maybe it's like 4 to 6 months. I just pop on and come for like I'll spend like a couple of days walking around because it is a vast region to explore. However, the very first time I came on this server, I was on foot. I didn't know what was available to be able to do, and I just took off in the direction in the forests, and I wound up spending about 4 hours lost in the forest. Yeah, you can. They've got like extreme like customization on the map, but if I just zoom out completely, we'll just let that load in for a second. So you can see across the mountains and what have you. Moria over there. This has always puzzled me over the years. But let's just zoom in again there as well. But probably next week we'll maybe just explore this far. It depends on where we get to. There was one thing, I was looking at the map earlier today, and mine's Moria, there it is. I haven't been here in the mines for at least 18 months, but they've made so much progress since I was last on here. Because lots of this was all framework. I hadn't like put the actual builds in yet. So when we get here, I mean, it's a bit of a pain because I had an issue, well, each time I've gone into the mines, in that I can't get out of it when you travel through the portal to TP to it, and then when I try to leave, it always glitches and like TPs you back. Let's put it there. Oh yeah, we've got the overview there. Hey, look at that. That's going to be awesome when we get back to exploring that. I have actually, it'll probably take a whole stream just to do that, because when I was first here, I took the path that zigzags back and forth all the way to the top. Let's zoom back in now on where we actually are, give or take. So here, we're going to head through these different settlements here and just take a look at all these different spots here. We'll make our way through this forest, and we'll head out towards Bree. Back to Minecraft before I get AFK kicked. Right. There is somewhere around here in Green Hills. Here it is. Let's have a little walk up here. I love this built into the hillside. I'd love to be able to do something like this. Of course, with all the custom textures as well, it just looks perfect. If I remember right, yeah, it's got hugely long corridors in here. Try not to go too far. Just so that we don't get lost and can't get back out. Yeah, like I said, this is like one of the best ones to visit. So on YouTube, all the links are down there in the description. If if you just want to visit the server yourself and see what the folk over here have made, press that button on the stream deck, put a temporary button in, so that chucks in the link to all their Discord resources as well. What we'll do is, since we'll just explore this immediate area, we'll put ourselves into flying mode. And we'll take a little look over the region before we start walking again. So this is like back to Bag End. Oh, I just noticed a boat there. I don't know if I've ever spotted that before. Let's have a little look at this little dock. So floating cargo up the river. I think that just is a nice little simple design. Well, actually, something like that with 1/16's chains would probably be really nice. You can see my shadow there in the middle of the screen. And there we've got Bag End. And find the you know, the big tree on top of his house as well. A seed that was a gift as well. More little houses at the back, but we're getting away from where we were trying to head to Bree, weren't we? We haven't got to worry about falling on crops on this server as well, because unless you're part of one of the build teams or you're being employed to do you know, like a particular assignment or anything like that, you can't change any blocks. You get like a little error message saying that you don't have permission today to do anything in this particular chunk. Let's see, where was that sign that told us where to go to Bree? I think it was over here, wasn't it? Yep, Bree's that way. So let's see if we can find a path. That was one of the problems I found on one of my visits. There was a sign that said go that way, and then I was following it, and then the path just disappeared. Yep, that's just the welcome to Hobbiton, so this must be the right way to get to Bree. Little campsite. Well, I'm just thinking, they mustn't have got around to changing that to an actual campfire now that they're in 1.16 as opposed to, sorry, 1.15 as opposed to 12. Oh, there's no day-night cycles here either. And as you cross over different regions, you know, you're prompted for the what do you call it, texture packs to change if that region requires a different texture. No, it's not the cheese brie, no. But as I said, I love walking around here just to getting ideas for building stuff. Let's see. Leaving Bywater. Hopefully we're still walking in the direction of Bree. That's what Sunday Night Stroll's all about, just wandering. Well, I've never checked that company for ages. I don't know if they've done any more of those VR games that we were playing. Let's have a little rubber through in here and see what their house is about. They're ready for a party out here. Jump on the chairs, it's easier than getting stuck on the fences. I said on the very first time I came on this server, I don't know which one of these forests I wandered into, but that was me, I was stuck for ages. Right, what have we got here? Frogmorton that way. See, so I mean, you run out of signs. I'm going to work on the assumption that Bree's in this direction. Where are we at? Yeah, if we follow the river along, right, you know, we'll go along the river, and then when we get to about here, we'll actually see what's on this little island. We'll maybe scoot up here for a bit, then we can always cross down and come across there, and then we can always have a little wander across the Weather Top as well, just whilst we're on that direction. I was having a look before, I was wondering if they had done the Grey Havens yet, but it doesn't look like they've done any progress on that area just yet. But let's keep going anyway. Yeah, it looks a lot closer on the map. Oh, did I put it on Discord? Hang on, do I still have my spreadsheet open? No, I don't. Hang on. Live streams. And right, Discord full. Let's see, the map 29,000 by 30,000 blocks. 870 square kilometres of world. This is the thing that I use for generating all the streams. I tap all these little buttons and it takes all the gubbins from here and turns it into all the various descriptions and pop-ups. What we've got in here? Just little stables. Probably something that you would keep like pigs in or something that sort of size. But there's no like mobs like creepers to worry about on here blowing up and damaging anything either. So there's that nice little island that we saw on the map there. Let's go a bit closer and see what it looks like. I think the likes of these, someone had to like make every single one of these trees. Another sign. What we got? Oh, we're just leaving Frogmorton. So we'll take this path, and then further down there was a bridge. When we get to the bridge, we'll turn north. Yeah, they've been working on this for years. Like I said, I've been like, every you know, like 4 to 6 months, I'll come on, but I'll like spend a couple of days just exploring all different elements, just to see what, you know, all the folks have been working on. So you know, like the new detail that they've put in. You couldn't have the patience there, Roti. There was one time I came on as well. I was just walking around because it was before I knew that you could enable flying. It wasn't until actually there was an issue there with Moria because I walked into a construction site and wound up getting stuck down a hole. So I contacted one of the admins at the time. This must be like about a year and a half ago or more. And they said, oh, you can just do like /fly and you can just get back out of there. I was like, oh great, I didn't know that before. So I thought I was just stuck down that hole for all eternity. Because I was trying to get like to delete my MBT data so that I would just turn back to spawn. Well, there we go, good time for Bree now. Oh, look at that, let's go. What's going on over there? Different trees. Because if once you do flying as well, you can get around the server so much quicker. Because that's one of the reasons why I would spend days, because I've actually physically walked my character at this speed across the entire landscape from Bag End to Moria. And what have we got here? A little camp setup. Let's have a quick scan back on the map to see where we are. Alright, so we missed the bridge. We wanted to go across here anyway, just to have a little nose at this area. So we might as well continue back over the water. I'm hoping that the music isn't too like too loud or anything. It's not really the ideal music that I was trying to get today, but as I said, after an incredibly stressful day, I just didn't have the time. I was going to write another chapter in Alone Amongst the Stars today as well, but I just not in the right mindset for it. Oh, you're heading out now, Roti. I'll press your I'll press your favourite button then, so you can see the chicken pictures for a moment. But have fun at work. you'll have to remind us for when Royalty's back in the stream, like tomorrow or whenever. I'll tell you the story of what happened to Gravy today, but we'll save it for when Royalty's here. See, I like this. Just like a nice simple little anvil and a kiln or what have you in the side of the hill here. Actually quite like that brick texture as well, to be honest. Scarecrows. Actually, that's what I was thinking about the other day. Because over on our server, yeah, I'm going to build like fields like this with all the different crops in. But I was thinking, what's the best way to make a scarecrow? More builds up here. So there's like, as you travel through the worlds, there's all sorts of like little castles and just different keeps and stuff like that, and like random houses and farms just scattered all over the place. It's just a nice little simple design, isn't it? I wonder what they've used for that. I wonder if that's an end rod's model, but with a different texture on. You know, for the... So you've got like that as if the arm's holding it. It must be an end rod that they've used for that texture. Or glass pane, I suppose, definitely, aren't they? See here again, the trees. Right, let's head back south on our quest towards Bree. What we got here? All right, just a location marker. See, it's like all the little places from all the books and from the appendices and all that. I can't remember if I've told you about when I first read The Lord of the Rings. You would say it's glass panes as well for the on the scarecrow there, yeah. But I would say the very first time I read obviously I read the Hobbit first, but because I knew the appendices was going to be, it's like references like, oh, this is in like such and such a page or what have you. I actually, before reading The Lord of the Rings, I read the appendices first, so that I had all the information in my head, so that I didn't have to keep breaking the narrative of the story to jump out of the story to go and refer to a reference in the appendices. I remember there was a fella who he was like I say regular. He lived in the hotel when I was working in the hotels. He lived there for a couple of years because of the building project he was managing, and me and him had read loads of the same books. So when he was at the bar at night, we used to chat about the books, and he was asking. We were talking about like some of the characters and like some of the different things from the Lord of the Rings. And I was saying, oh, I know that such and such a character that they did X, Y, Z or what have you. And he's like, well, how does that make sense? I was like, well, it's all in the appendices. Did you not read it? He turns around to me and says, well, what are you talking about? Nobody reads the appendices. And I says, well, I read it before I read The Lord of the Rings. Was one of those red. I really like these red trees. Yeah, that's one of the things I've mentioned before with some of the other builds. I would love if there was a nice rosewood. Just a nice sort of like. I know that you've got like the new crimson one, but that's kind of like extreme red. A little bit toned back because that's like 100% vibrance. I just need something like a little bit closer. So here we go, Brandywine Bridge. What does that mean? The ferry must be just south of here, is it? Yeah, let's have a little wander down there. So we'll go kind of like in reverse. Let's guess, where's Farmer Maggot's place? Oh, there it is. It's right where we're going. So yeah, I think we'll go south down here just for a little bit, and then we'll cross over here, and then we'll take the road to Bree. South. That way south. Back over the bridge. Take the scenic route. For a brief second in my head, like the angle, I thought that it looks shaped like an elephant. You got its the big ears, the trunk, the feet. If there's anything else we're wandering around as well that you want us to take like a quick, closer, look at, just scream, and I'll stop and I'll try and find what it is that you were looking at. I don't know. People leaving doors open everywhere. I'm guessing that's the farm. I forgot we had fly. That wasn't like a Superman jump. I forgot we still had fly mode enabled. Same with this. I mean, you got the tree here, and all the sort of like the mixture of the stones and the grass and the leaves. Brilliant little details. Are you gonna try building a Trojan horse? What are you going to hide in the side of it? Loads of cats? Or is it going to be filled with horses? Let's just check the map to make sure we haven't gone too far. Oh yeah, we're just on top of where we want to be. Jump the fence. So this will be the point where the hobbits escaped from the the Nazgul that were chasing them here. So they dived in here, got across there, and the Nazgul then would have to go around. Let's just take a little rummage up here. But I always sort of forget as well, just chimney stacks on the sides. I can never decide how they should fit in. Right, let's cross over the river. I'm determined we'll get to Bree. There we go, across the river. Now, I mean, like coming in, you've got a nice little staircase here. It just looks like a real home. Close the doors. Some more little hobbit holes in the base there. Congratulations to Discord for suppressing my notifications. On a side note, Review Tech USA has a new video out. I've just seen the little feet there. One second and I will dismiss that notification. Yeah, the little tiny details. I wonder how they like what they've used to make that. Obviously, the shader pack I'm using is causing glitching. Shall we see? Right, I'll tell you what we'll do. Options, video settings, shaders. We'll knock it off and we'll put it back in vanilla for a little bit. we're not adding complication. I wonder what block that is then. What have they retextured? Hang on, we're leaving town now. Yeah, maybe string, except that sits low. I'm trying. Oh, maybe it's carpet. Because carpets or snow, it looks double thick, doesn't it? A carpet. Maybe it's just 2 snow layers. I'm not sure. We'll follow the footsteps here. What have we got here? Oh, that's one place we should have really tried to find as well. Right, hang on. Now, where would that be? That's the Barrow Downs. Not sure in... Oh, there it is actually. Right. Where are we? Alright, we're going to take the risk and we are going to go into the... Actually, it's convenient that we're here if that's the entrance to the Old Forest. Then we can make our way through here and go to Tom Bombadil's house. That's the plan. Right, east it is then. Close the gate. Close the doors. Keep the draft out. Into the Old Forest. This is where everything goes horribly wrong and we're stuck in here for 3 weeks. See, it's become nighttime as well. Actually, right, I want to switch the shaders back on. Options, video settings, shaders. Just put the high ones on. It's your favourite sound effect in the game, though, isn't it, Chrissy? The sound of the doors. Oh, that's incredibly dark now, isn't it? But I do like the blue mist in the background this gives. Feels like walking through a real dark forest now, though. Even if the sky doesn't look like it's supposed to, because it's supposed to look like a nighttime sky. Following the footsteps. I remember rightly, the actual footsteps is like marking the trail that, you know, the hobbits actually took. So if we, you know, if we were to follow them like across Middle Earth, basically. Here we go. I'm going to continue east. This is where it's all going to go horribly wrong, isn't it? East, but we also want to turn south-ish. Where's Minecraft? There it is. Let's try and take it this way. Of course, I have no idea where the Hobbit's footprints are anymore. Of course, this is the bit that was never in the films, only in the books. And also the great debate of who Tom Bombadil actually is. Is he basically God? Is it the embodiment of Tolkien? That must be the stream that leads towards there. Fingers crossed we're in the right direction. Ah, we found the feet. Here we go. Tom Bombadil's house. Lots of doors. Quick check on the map. We're coming this way. I tell you what, we will go east. Towards here, through the Barrow Downs, and we'll take the road north into Bree. He says. I follow the path. There's lots of, you know, like these little like structures and ruins scattered all over the world. Of course, this is all full of mausoleums. We'll set a course for that one, and we'll take a step inside. Of course, the hobbits got captured here, and they had to call on Tom Bombadil to rescue them. And he then sort of takes them to the border, you know, and sets them on the path to get to Bree. Little skulls everywhere. I like that as a texture for a skull. Because you know what will happen, because we've got the shaders on, it'll be pitch black in there and we'll get completely lost. So I still send heading east. We've still got a fair bit to go before we get to that bit. You see these ones here, it's I think it's that WorldPainter that makes this kind of, like when you use like a brush to make the hillsides. I've seen videos of people using it, but I've never tried it myself. Sort of like very sort of uniform sort of sloping hills, doesn't it? Almost like too perfect. But it does somehow feel right in this area. Ooh, I've never tried the glittering caves in with the shader packs on. It'll either be a complete disaster. Oh, it'll look really cool. I got lost in there for a day as well. Couldn't figure out how to get back out of the entrance. I got so lost in there, I logged off for a couple of days and then came back, and it still took me hours to find my way back out. We're almost heading to where we're needing to be. Yeah, so when we eventually get to Helm's Deep and we go into those caves, we may end up being like maybe there's an entire stream or 6 just wandering around in those caves. But same difference again. That was also before I knew that we had I could do /fly. So I just just made it even more difficult on myself. Like that transition there into the nice little forested area. On hopping, and we'll see what kind of ruins, because it looks on the map like an old castle area, but we'll keep an eye on this road north. That's where that must be the road north, right? So that's where it is. So we'll know where it is when the time comes. Here we go. And when you build something like this, do you build it and then do you make it ruined, or did they have like the vision of like, oh well, I'll leave chunks out here as they're making it? Because I mean, these are just like perfect ruins. This is what I would expect to see if I was out, with my cameras and my drone and stuff. Visiting like an old abandoned castle. So we'll take an aerial view. Just centuries of decay, remnants of the former structure. Oh, that's quite a good idea, isn't it? Ladders. See, with the new chain block as well. Can't get in. There must be a barrier block or something in there. Right, now we're going to take the North Road. Let's just check our route. Get the TomTom out. We're going to go up here, we're going to go straight on at this junction. And we just simply follow the path up to the main gate at Bree. I was walking up here, just realised we never said we never seen how many 22 billion eggs that you've got today, Chrissy. You must be getting close to that scarf. 64 and a bit. We need to sort of go through all the channel points and rejiggle them. We never even I know I was just experimenting with that community thing, but I never really sort of investigated it any further, did I? To see to see how it works properly or anything like that. Here's the outer walls. Stick to the path. Huge outer walls. Let's have a look. There's a couple of people online now. Must be coming round to the entrance. Here we go. We made it to Bree. Oh, I forgot about that. Command block magic. Open and close the gates. See, I like this, you know, like a house bit on either side, the bit in the middle, then this open space to get through the centre. Oh, these are stables. You like these, Chrissy. You got your beds down here, up here even. Plenty of hay for them. Yeah, it's really nice, that, isn't it? I'm going to take a screenshot of that. Keep on wandering through here. See, this entire town. Brilliantly done. But a quick scan on the map again. Prancing Pony is to the south, which is this way. The layout of, I mean, this little open sort of square, you know, you've got all the different textures, because you can imagine like hundreds of people walking back and forth through here, the horses and all that. Everyone coming through. And here we go with the Prancing Pony. That's where all the diners and what have you. That is a canny lot of beer in that in that there. Close the doors. See if we can find these hobbit-sized rooms. Somewhere around here. Most of the shaders on everything's pitch black in here, isn't it? Thinking about these sorts of things, accommodation. We were talking the other day about if I build a villager trader. It's going to have to be like a prison. So I was thinking about making like an actual island, not far from like where my base is, somewhere in that big ocean. Here we go. This must be like a kid's room, isn't it? All the little beds in it. Little place to sit. Close that door. Oh, there's another upstairs. What have we got up here? Yeah, it's got to look like a prison. I mean, it took me like an hour and a half to get enough clay together to build the furnace factory. So we're building a prison out of, because I want to do a building out of like bricks and stuff. But I was going to do it like double thick. So outside would be bricks, but the inside would be what on earth do you call it? Normal stone. So it'll all be like double thick walls. Yeah, like a little, like an Alcatraz build, yeah. rummage through people's houses here. That's quite good, isn't it? Using the stairs, got a door in front of it, and it's just like a cupboard. There's the sun coming through. When you look at the size of these trees and the detail underneath as well, all the branches going out to form the canopy. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that. Oh, this is nice. So it's like a little open air cafe sort of thing in the market. Yeah, it's one of the places I would love to go and visit. I mean, just in general, I'd like to go and visit San Francisco. Just in any case, I'd love to get to get out there with me, all my camera gear and what have you. I don't know if my hip would last us though. By then I'll probably be in a wheelchair. What's that supposed to be? I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. Right, we're through Bree. Where are we at now? So we're going to make our way over to Weathertop. We can follow this main road and take it out of the town and head east. Which way is east? That way is east. I think you've got that one in San Francisco. What is the one in Sydney called? Because they've got something similar. It's like a fort in the I'm sure they used to have prisoners in it, but they used to have prisoners. The whole place was a prison colony, wasn't it? But I can't remember. I can't remember what the name of the place is, because I know my dad's been there because he had his old VHS camcorder footage. I remember seeing. That's like a nice detail. We should have put that at the entrance to the maze. Denison, is that what it's? Is that what the place in the one in Australia is called? I'm gonna have to look it up on the maps, aren't we? Later on. Can't quite remember exactly where it is because it's been that long. Well, it's been well over 20 plus years since I saw the video. Alright, here's the south gate. Squeeze through the gap. Are those going to close? No, that one doesn't have a command block next to it. Not sure, Chris. Yet, as I can't remember. Can't remember myself. I just remember seeing like some images of the old camcorder footage. Right, what have we got here? Breeze that way. We're not going there. So it's this way. To Weathertop. Question is, what point did the hobbits get off the road? Just have to keep our eyes out for hobbit footprints. Right, where are we at now? We'll go investigate that. semi-ruined sort of structures. It's more like little stabled areas. Come in here, I'm not sure which way to get out. Oh, where's this go? See if we can navigate out here. We get in here, it was through a window, wasn't it? There's no doors in this house. It's a prison. Right, back to the map. Yep, so we're just going to follow this road for a fair bit along here, and we'll get along to there. So this is what Sunday Night Stroll is all about. Just wandering. I think I've had a rejiggle of the stream schedule, and I put some other new games in it. I say new games, games that I've played and completed, but I want to play again. So I was listening this afternoon with the girls to A Tale of Two Sons soundtrack that I've got on my phone. I thought I haven't played that for years. It might be nice to play that one again. In that game, you control. I don't know if you've played it before, but you control the two brothers. One is on one analog stick, and the other is on the other, because you control them both at the same time. So it just adds that extra dimension of fun. It's a good game. It's got a good story, very sad story, but good nonetheless. Look at this. The complete environment just changes, doesn't it? Let's go to the top of this hill and see what we can see. Let's look out across these marshes. Pan across. The chunks slowly render in. Like streams coming out of the hills as well. Check on the map. Right, I think we should maybe head towards these marshes and we'll skirt along and we can follow this path up. So let's go down there and have a look. Of course, at some point on our various tours we'll get to the Dead Marshes, but that's going to be closer to like the end of the world explore. I think some of them, like some Moria, that'll just take an entire stream in and of itself when we get to that area. I think what I might do is next time that we're on this world, it'd probably be best to have the map open on the other screen, so that I can get a rough. Right, so from here, if we just head dead east, we should get to Evertop. Keep bouncing up the hill. Here we go. We're doing bouncing up the hill. We've got fly mode on. Actually, right, we've approached it from the ground here. Let's just take it all in. save again. Look at the detail that they put into this. I mean, just like the perfect amount of decay for all the structures. Looks perfect for it. A little rummage around, see if there's anything to get into or under. If I could have something in my inventory, if I could just have a torch in my inventory. That's the way we came up. I wonder if, actually, we'll have a little scoot around the outside and see if we can find where they made their little camp. If, actually, I assume that they put that sort of detail in here. What's that? That's different colours. Oh, that's just a lighting glitch on my end. If there is the little campfire around the outside, I can't see it. Like it would be in an underhanging bit like here. Not sure. Have a look at the map and see where we are and where we can head now. So I think we'll make our way towards Rivendell. So we'll walk across, we'll find the path again, which is to the south. We'll follow that all the way along. We'll have a little look at these places as we go. And then when we get to Rivendell, that's probably where, by the time we get there, will be where we'll leave it for today, and that's where we'll start our exploration next week. So let's see, if we go southeast, we should be able to get back to the path, in theory. Can we see the path yet from up here? Is that it? No. Somewhere in this direction we will come across a path. Yeah, just a little ways to go now. Is that it there? Yeah, that's the path. Just make it out. In the real world, this would be a great place to take the drone to, wouldn't it? The thing with this, with all the various lockdowns and stuff, there's some brilliant weather during the lockdown time. But knowing my luck, if I was to go out with a drone, I'd be the first one for the police to pull over and give you a fine for being out when you shouldn't be. I'm just trying to see where the path's going now. Disappears into the grass. Let's hop up here and we see. So even like places that are like far away from the paths just have immense detail in them. You know, jagged rocky cliff sort of areas and the side of all the rolling hills. I do remember coming over here at one stage though when there wasn't all this grass. It was like pre-grass, when this sort of area was all just plain landscape. It's loads of fun doing the things with the drone. At the minute, well, going back to that hotel that I've been telling you about, I did all like, apart from doing like, you know, the still pictures which you've seen. Well, where's the path? I've lost the path. Head south for the path. I did video footage as well. I keep on sending, cause I've got like 360 videos and what have you and stuff like that as well, and I keep on emailing to say, oh, can you approve like these videos, you know, do you want any more edits done to them, you know, for the adverts and what have you. Never get any response. So I think I've actually had one of the 360 videos I think has been on my, like, an unlisted video on my YouTube channel for probably about 4 months. I found the footsteps. The footprint with the massive shadows. Keep going up here. Whereabouts are we now? Alright, so we're going to cross over the river and we'll just stick to the path. Yep, here's the bridge. Let's just have a look at the bridge itself. That's amazing detail. Of course, mixing the cracked ones in there as well. A few mossy ones. Pillars into the ocean. On my bedrock world, when I did the railway lines, you know, as it got to the bottom, I started adding like the mossy bricks in to make it look like it was like seaweed that had been washed up on them, sort of thing. Trying to, you know, like when you double jump under a thing to make you move faster, but I forgot double jump here makes us fly. It's almost like a chalk sort of valley or something, isn't it? See how far we've got along. Keep following the path. After all, this is a Sunday night stroll. that as well. Just the way, especially with the shaders on, the light that's coming through. I'd be like here for ages with my tripod set up and all sorts. We're not going back to Bree. What's the other places? Nope, we're not going there either. So we're still following the footsteps. We'll try. Well, I say we'll try and follow. We'll keep an eye out as we're travelling. You know, as we're exploring more of the server for the footsteps that you know, mark the path that the you know, that Frodo took. Waiting for that to load. I'm surprised we haven't encountered any texture loading. Maybe it's when they've moved it to 1.15. Maybe it's they've changed things with the texture packs. Uh-oh. Reload the resources and see what happens. There we go. Has that just given us like 2 chunks? Keep going. Ooh. That loaded in a really nice sweeping sort of motion, and that's really sort of, you know, the shape of this little glade here and the, you know, up on the cliffs. I don't think, but when you know when you get to the very end and the textures don't load, I'm thinking, oh, has my internet given out again? But it's not 5 past. Oop. Oh, there's some things popping up in the chat on the side of the screen suggesting that the server has crashed. Could we go into restart, possibly? A fair few folk on. I'll just try and keep an eye on the chat in the corner of the screen. See the underside of the hills now. Right, see what we'll do. I did press disconnect there, didn't I? Oh, it's got to load the vanilla texture packs in, hasn't it? Because we were using theirs. I just love a percentage bar that it goes really, really fast, then just stops abruptly at the end and just makes you wait. Program your percentage bar to be more accurate. My accounting software that I sell, it's got a percentage bar that comes up while it loads, but I control the percentage bar and how quickly it moves. So the last like 3 steps is just like me putting like little daft comments in what the system is doing when it's loading up. And there's like pauses, so that the percentage bar has to like put these like daft messages up. It's only one of my clients have ever actually noticed it. No one's found the minigame that I hid in it yet, though. well, the little messages pop up in the, because as it's going along, like the percentage bar thing as it's loading up, and it's saying that it's correcting any VAT errors and stuff like that as the system's loading, just in case there's been any like user errors. It just goes and fixes them when you start up for the day. But it like puts up little messages in the percentage bar saying things like, my logic is undeniable and stuff like that. From this quote from iRobot. Oh, we're almost at the next bridge. I don't think any of the customers. I put like a chat room in there as well, so there's like a little internal chat room within the system. So if like people that are using the system in different it's crashing again. People are using the system in different offices that can communicate like through the system itself, if they want to. I only put that in as a joke. It was one sort of like weekend. I was thinking, I just sort of like, how you have these thoughts. Could I design a chat room using Microsoft Access and VBA? So I made a database which functions as a chat room, and I thought, well, I've got it. I might as well just dump it into the into me system. It's an extra feature. I like this little carved out cave here. It's really struggling now to load in these chunks, isn't it? Are we almost there though? Right, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll walk up here to this T-junction, and we'll call it a day there, because the server is obviously experiencing massive technical issues. This will be where the Nazgul got washed away. We won't find this T-junction yet. An unusual shaped like texture idea, isn't it? With a curve on it. I wonder if that's like a terracotta block, maybe. Oh, we still have a fair bit to go on this little path, don't we? Right, what have we got here? Three other places here. Shire, the Grey Havens. This is the way I actually want to be going. Let's just see if it is going to be a bit more cooperative. There's quite a few people like logging in and out, so I assume that they're all still having technical difficulties. Let's see, can we do this at a sprint, maybe? Oh, how far is it we've got to go? Oh, hang on, I'm miles away on the map here. It's only a little bit there. That passageway across the top of the hill. I think that will probably take us about 20 minutes to get there, to be honest, because it is quite a large distance. So I think what we'll do is, because I was hoping to leave it at Rivendell, and let that be sort of like the end frame for the stream to leave it for next week. But we'll just have to explore all of Rivendell next time, because we're going to be doing, we're going to be exploring quite a bit of this on the Sunday night strolls, because there is just so much in this world to explore. But yeah, I mean, look at these chunks are taking absolutely ages to download as well. So I think we'll probably just grind to a halt, to be honest, as we try to travel along here. So yeah, I think we'll call it here for today because the server is obviously struggling. And we'll pick up next week where, fingers crossed, it's the server's not unhappy is what it is today. So yeah, we'll end it here today. Tomorrow is point and click night, so we'll be playing Simon the Sorcerer, where we may end up completing Simon the Sorcerer. I'm not 100% sure. I've got my notepad somewhere under my desk, so that we can get our quests that were what we needed to accomplish. Look at that there. Hang on, it's going to fly mode's disabled. Let's just come across here. I mean, look at that with the sort of like the layers of detail in there. So you got the cobble in there, then the stone there for the archways. Take a screenshot of that as well. Ideas possibly. Yeah, we'll end it on this bridge. That sounds bad, doesn't it? We will conclude the stream on this bridge, staring off into the valley of the unloaded chunk. And I will quickly see if there is anyone. Ooh. Yeah, it's not really worth continuing, is it? Right, let's try that again. So here's the map. We'll have a quick look here. We've covered a fair bit of terrain here. So we've come across from here, all the way across to there. And we'll explore around here and across the mountains. And oh yeah, we'll have to go to Wolfang as well. We'll hang around Rivendell next weekend. Right, let's see. Is there anyone online that we know? Right, channel. Nope. Nobody's streaming. Is there anybody on the homepage, perhaps? How do you get out of this dashboard? Anything that looks interesting for the bonus points?
Sorry, just hit the fire station. No, first station, sorry.
Oh, she's streaming. Why is it not coming up on the thingamajig? Which one is it? Creators dashboard. Raid channel. Maybe it has raids disabled. Try doing it manually, just out of curiosity. I'll copy and paste the name. That's a bit grim. That's unusual. But anyway, we'll hop over there and see what they're doing. Close that map because we don't need that. So yeah, so we'll pick up this next week. So thanks for watching, everybody. I will just pop in the chat there. The information for visiting the server yourself is scattered all over the place. It should be appearing in the chat, and if you're watching this on YouTube, it's in the description below there. So have a good night, everybody, and I'll see you all next time. Thank you for joining me today. If you are enjoying our journey and would like to see more, then please rate, comment, favourite and subscribe in whichever manner your chosen platform allows. If you are joining us on Twitch, Mixer or YouTube, where we have loads more for you to watch, from our live streams to all our episodes across our various series. You can also drop by and say hi over on Discord, where we chat about everything from Minecraft to books and movies to tabletop games. But most importantly, thank you very much for watching and have a lovely day.